Daredevil Season 2 was inconsistent. If you look at this chart here, there were episodes that I felt were great, but it kind of went weird, and then it got good again. I didn't outright hate it, but I just felt Season 1 was better. And I'm gonna examine why it happened that way. Let's get to it. Things I liked. I liked John Bernthal's portrayal of the Punisher. I liked how they managed to humanize him. He's still dark, but he has layers.
Get to her classroom, right? She's in there. You know, you can't even understand it, you know. How does something like that, how does something that beautiful, how does that come from me? You know, she looks up and she sees me. In an instant, she's across that classroom floor. She's in my arms. She's squeezing me so tight, I swear I was gonna bust a rib, you know. Teacher, she's filming the whole thing on her phone, you know. She's gonna put it on YouTube or some shit. She can't hold the thing steady because, you know, she's bawling so hard, and kids are all wailing, you know, they're screaming at me shit. I'm the worst of all. I'm a rubber-faced clown, you know. I'm crying so hard. Not my baby. Not my girl. You know, she's my girl. She's not crying, she's holding me up. My girl, she's keeping me on my feet.
I don't get it. Why is it raining in my room? I don't understand.
I like the lawyer stuff. The lawyer stuff was great.
We have a right to a private conversation with a prospective client.
Not if there's a conflict of interest.
And what conflict is that?
Elliot Grote.
Representing Grotto might have complicated matters, but then again, all evidence of our work with him and our deal with you seems to have disappeared from public record. Almost as if someone didn't want it known that you violated a Whitpro contract, jeopardized the safety of said witness, and then ordered a shoot to kill on Castle.
But I guess Miss Reyes could just confess to that when she files this conflict of interest complaint.
I like how bitches love the Daredevil.
Yes.
In the middle of a gala.
That's the idea.
She thirst, 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 she thirst.
Come on.
I would love to. I have this incredible ability to bring disaster to the best things in my life.
What the
No! What are you waiting for?
Now, then I get to keep this one perfect.
Do it!
I like how Matt fails at being a lawyer and being Daredevil at the same time. It doesn't work. I liked how it foreshadowed stuff. Okay, there was one scene that foreshadowed it.
You know, you're one bad day away from being me.
One eternity later.
Wake me up inside. I can't wake up inside. Save me, call my name and save me from the dark. Wake me up.
You could say that Matt didn't kill him, Stick did it, but they drove Daredevil to the point wherein he didn't give a fuck.
Now I've lost it. I know I can kill.
Things started to get wobbly when they showed Elektra.
Hello, Matthew.
This leads to my first problem, setting up too much shit. I get that you need to set up stuff for your franchise, I get it. But they are unloading so much stuff in Daredevil that it is detrimental to the whole story. Remember when Stick showed up in Season 1? He just gave Daredevil his stuff. He didn't suddenly take over the plot.
Hello.
I acknowledge this might be a personal preference thing, but I think the conflict between Daredevil and Punisher would have made for a stronger Season 2.
Get ready for the next battle.
Maybe it's not about Daredevil fighting the Punisher. Maybe the whole season should have been him trying to redeem the Punisher but at the end, he still fails. I think that would have been more interesting. That's what made Season 1 great. It focused on the upcoming battle between Daredevil and Kingpin. The Hand becomes the bad guys at the end. Punisher's arc is kinda just a part of the whole thing. Elodie Young really has chemistry with Charlie Cox. I think Elektra deserves her own season. She sets up an appearance, then she goes away, Matthew, and she comes back in Season 3, yeah. They set up Elektra because she and the Hand, they're gonna be the bad guys for the Defenders, which is Avengers but on Netflix. And they're gonna set up Kingpin in Season 3. That's why he shows up.
Are you ready, kid? I am the danger.
There's this great Daredevil story called Born Again. It's the story when Kingpin finds out who Daredevil is. And he goes on a warpath and he basically destroys his life. And they hint at that here.
I'd like to re-examine Matthew Murdock's files.
You done fucked it up!
There was one particular episode that had this weird tonal shift.
Get ready.
Daredevil is helping out Elektra, and at the same time, they have to interview the Punisher because they're gonna defend him in his trial. So in 1 minute, you have this emotional scene, well acted, and then we're at a party? I was like, whoa! That is a massive U-turn, holy shit. I don't know if I'm reading too much into it, but maybe that was their point. Maybe the clashes in tone should reflect that Daredevil's work as a lawyer and a vigilante doesn't work well together, maybe. Having said this, since they set up so much stuff, I hope that the third season of Daredevil is a better one. Even a great one. Also, if you haven't watched Luke Cage yet, I suggest that you
Pull the trigger, Nick.
Save me from the dark. Wake me up with my blood too. I can't wake up before I come undone. Save me. Save me from